find yourself in a marriage where all the financial responsibilities are on you as a woman, that is the first step to becoming depressed. Hello everyone, I welcome you to yet another video. Stacy here as always, and today's video is a continuation of our series on what to look out for in a man before you accept to marry him. Today is our fourth series, and this is the last series we'll be talking about. If you've been following this series, I will encourage you to share the videos with other people out there whom you know these videos will be beneficial to. So we will be looking at money. Financial stability plays a huge role in maintaining happiness and security in marriage. For every man who has chosen to propose to a woman, it is expected that he is earning something. There is an inflow of money that he can use to take care of himself and take care of his family. But we have observed that it is not all men that think that way. Some men are looking for women who have stable jobs to get married to, and it is not coming from the place of partnership but from the place of laziness. They are looking for someone who will take up their responsibilities for them. As a woman, you have what you are to do in that marriage. You are there as a helpmate. There are responsibilities that are basically what you can do. No man can help you. For instance, in a marriage situation, we have never seen a man who conceived and had a baby. This is completely the role of a woman. When you are in a marriage situation, you already know your primary roles. We have been trained, especially in this part of the world, to know that a woman does some certain roles and a man does some certain roles. So if you want to get married as a woman, you do not pick someone who is supposed to be in the level of growth and say you will do the work. No, that's not your work. He should be ready, be stable, be prepared for the assignment that is ahead of him before you go into that agreement with him. We are not looking at wealth, we're not looking at riches. We are looking at a level of financial stability that should be considered by each lady before you accept to go into that marriage. You wouldn't want to go into marriage without paying attention to these two. The first one we want to look at is about the income of the person. Then the second you should also look out should be money habits in this person. So these are very key aspects that you should pay attention to when you are looking at the financial level of this person you want to get married to. The income of a person is a person's earning from his job, from his business, or from his skills, that is his work. You want to consider that this earning should be consistent so you can plan yourselves very well. There are men who do not have a job, a business, a skill, but you see them walking about on the streets, speaking English, and you still say he has good command of English. He is so intelligent. What is the essence of speaking English or the essence of intelligence and there is no money? Have you ever seen someone who puts intelligence in a plate and eats from the intelligence and sleeps? That intelligence must be converted to something, either a skill that can fetch money. There must be exchange of intelligence with money before you can solve the problems in your life. If you want to go for someone because of those abilities, can the person monetize those abilities, or the person is just happy, proud of those skills and is doing nothing about them? If there is no means of income, auntie, don't marry him. If you are new on this channel, you are welcome. Thank you for coming here. Can you click on the subscribe button, like this video, share with your loved ones, and drop your comments in the comment section. I want to look at the second aspect in this video, which is money habits. and money habit is one very essential aspect that you should consider. Why is money habit very essential? Money habit is very essential because it determines the level of financial stability or financial growth of an individual. And this is one aspect you need to look out for, because you don't want to get married to someone who is relaxed every day of his life. When you start having children, you should know that the responsibilities you'll be attending to would have increased. You need to pay attention to how this person manages money before you agree or accept to marry him. His money management skills determines your growth in your marriage, and you wouldn't want to jeopardize this particular aspect in your decision making. When we talk about money habits, what do we mean? When we talk about money habits, we simply mean those values, standards, routine practices, and the rules that people live by to help them navigate their day-to-day financial lives. So this is just like a template, let me use that concept, a template that someone puts down to guide him on financial management. So we want to look at these habits that you should pay attention to. When it comes to money habits, we are looking at the habits that can keep you in poverty or can make you grow financially. You need to look out for this, because this determines how your growth will be and how stable you will be financially when you get married to this person. Know this, there are men who earn significantly reasonable amount of money, but they are very, very poor with managing money. So that kind of habit will affect you from now and in the future. For now, you might be seeing the money. Yes, he has the money, but what about the future? How can his attitude impact you in the future? So the first one we want to look at is money-making goals. You need to look at this person. What is his goal in life when it has to do with money? It is better someone has the desire for making money. He will have healthy attitude towards money and will build realistic goals on how to make money. The second thing I want to talk about is money spending habit. Money spending habit is what helps you to achieve a level of financial stability, and you can only achieve financial stability when you control your spendings. So if you are good at making money but you are extravagant with spending, you will find it a problem to keep that money. I want to draw a line here because I know that there are people who have been called into the ministry of giving. That is a different case. It is a spiritual exercise and there is a reward for that. And when you check the way they spend for reasonable things. But when you meet an extravagant spender, this person spends out of purpose. The person buys things on impulse. So if this person is generous but he is calculative with his spending, it is not a bad idea to get married to him. The only type that I discourage is when it is not planned, when he spends out of impulse. The third I want to talk about is the area of being indebted. So when one of you is good at managing money, goal-oriented, planning for the future of both of you, and the other one is thinking of how to acquire things that are not within your means, training your budget. When you make money, you are thinking of how to settle things that have been used, not that you're thinking of the future. It will affect your financial growth and it will affect your stability. You should look out for someone who wants to impress you at all times and be very sure he's not indebted, because that is very common with someone like that. So if you find someone like that, please talk about it. The person can adjust, and when the person has adjusted, he would adapt to that method and it will be easier for the two of you. The fourth you should look out for is proper planning and budgeting. This is one vital aspect to pay attention to. When you meet a man who plans very well and is huge on budgeting, it helps you both to grow financially and to attain a level of financial stability. If you meet a man like that, that is good. Though sometimes it might look like it is extreme, but it helps you both to be in check. So he works with budget. He knows that the first thing on our list is to do A, and we are working with that. There is no need to go into spending money for other things that are not going to help us to achieve our goal on A. When you are done with that, the budget is on another thing. So this kind of person weighs his needs and puts them on a scale of preference. Which one is more important to which? He begins to handle what is more important first before going to the less important one. From your discussion with him, you will know it, because he will talk about the things he wants to do. You will see the things he's giving priority to. It helps you know that this man is a good planner, and it gives you an idea of the level of growth you will have when you both get married. The last one I want us to look at is savings culture for emergency. Savings culture is one of the habits that many financial experts pay attention to. They talk about it. Anywhere you see a financial expert talking about money habits, they talk about savings culture. And the essence of doing something like this is to help you prepare yourself for emergencies. How do you know that a man has savings culture? You know that a man has savings culture when something comes up. He runs somewhere and brings money to solve the problem. He's not running up and down looking for who to call and borrow. It doesn't really make sense, except if it is something huge. How do you know that someone has problem with this kind of habit? When something comes up, he's always complaining of why he doesn't have money. Anytime something comes up, he never has money. He never has money for 1,000 naira thing. He never has money for 500 naira thing. He never has money for 2,000 naira thing. He never has money for 10,000 naira thing. How can you survive this? There is no way this person saves. Please, that is not a good attribute. Pay attention to this. What is the essence of paying attention to money? You need to pay bills. And when you do not pay attention to things like this, when you get married, it will frustrate you, because by the end of the day, as the woman, you will be doing your own roles and you'll be taking up the roles of another person. When you are doing both, you will become bitter, you will be depressed, and you become resentful and angry towards your husband. So do you want to experience that kind of lifestyle? It is not the best for anyone. It is good that before you go into that marriage, you pay attention to this. So any issue that you need to address it now. Talk about it. Knowing these attitudes do not mean that you discard the person. Knowing these attitudes help you to know how to work with this person, know how to help this person. You talk to him about these habits you have noticed that are not good. Then he begins to work on these attitudes, and while on the process, he begins to adapt to it, because sometimes it is challenging to adapt to something, but when he adapts to this kind of lifestyle, you see that both of you will live a happy life in the marriage. In conclusion, as a lady, you are not checking these things in a man because you are lazy. I am not talking to you. A lady who wants a man who has all these things because she wants to go and sleep, and the man works and she eats only. No, you should know that times have changed. Women now have their money. We know what our money does for us. Some of the things that many women are going through from their husbands is because of their dependency on the man when it has to do with money. And when you find a man who is not kind, he will take advantage of your dependency on him and abuse you. So it is good that as a woman, you should come from a place where you are familiar with money. You might not have all the money, but you are familiar with money. You are familiar with how to make money. You are making some for yourself already. This will help you to even know where there is a problem. Because if you do not know how to make money, how do you know that someone does not have goals on how to make money? How do you know that someone does not have ideas on how to make money? You will blindly follow him even when he does not know anything about money. And when both of you become married, you begin to notice a lot of problems. As you are desiring to get that man who has all this knowledge about money, that man is also looking out for a lady who knows how to manage money. So get yourself prepared. Thank you so much for watching this video to this end. Thank you for subscribing, and for those who have been returning to watch, thank you for always coming back. Thank you to those who came for the first time to watch my videos. Don't forget to click on the subscribe button and click on the bell icon, so whenever I upload any new video, YouTube will notify you of my videos. Thank you. Have a nice day.